space. Not the final frontier, just space as in physical space. That is my problem. I'm filming today on my phone. Maybe the next couple of days might be on my phone as well, because I have loads of equipment everywhere. Generously, actually, over the years. In fact, going back over 10 years, it's been sponsored by my brother through birthday and Christmas presents. Thank you, Barry. I've always used them. I just can't find them all. And even for Christmas, he gave me a new DJI thing. Just can't figure out how to set it up. So in here lies the major problem, space. Now I am blessed, I'm at the house at the moment. I am blessed with having a garage that's connected to the house that fits 2 JDM cars perfectly. But I have to squeeze by what is now a dusty dream car of mine. When we get to the new place, I'll go through all the cars in detail, right? But space is the major issue. I've got a little shed out the back as well that's full of car parts. The house is full of car parts. Every room has car parts in it except for the main bedroom. Just there's stuff everywhere, and it drives me crazy because I have major OCD on space, and so this is an issue for me. Look at how close the cars are. Literally my 2 dream cars, inches from each other. Today, we need to get this car into the trailer. It's a bit of an issue because obviously it doesn't run yet. It's going for fabrication in, I think now, about 4 or 5 weeks. But until then, I've got a lot of stuff I need to do at the new unit in getting this ready. The Kansai show wheels are going to have to come off, and then we are expecting the new wheels soon so we can run the new setup. The 19s are not going to be staying on the car, unfortunately. I also want to start project 33. Now that this thing is nut and bolt restored, I want to actually drive it because I've never driven this car except for from outside there to inside here. And I've got some wheels I want to put on it. I want some body parts added onto it, and I want to actually drive it. So today we begin the move. Out in the drive, I'm also lucky to be able to have space very securely for my trailer, the truck. I've got my daily driver, the 7 Series is parked out there. Millie's Jordan Civic is parked there. I've got a DC5 parked out there, and I've got my S15 parked out there as well. But if you want to get something out that's not at the end of the driveway, you've got to move everything around, and that's just a nightmare. So today we're going to start by moving stuff around. Now, it's a Sunday today. On Wednesday, we get the keys to the new unit. Now, the unit is not perfect. It needs a lot of renovation. It needs paint. It needs beautification, but it's a place. Everything is not ideal about the place, but it is a nice big open space that we can finally put all of the cars in one spot. And I can actually do things like give this thing a wash, for instance, because since I collected it over 2 years ago, from its 3-year restoration, it has not been cleaned since the day I picked it up, and it's just dusty. Literally, it's just dust. Same with this thing. We're also doing a video with one of my partners in a couple of weeks, so I want this thing there, cleaned and ready for shooting. Yeah, I don't really know how we do this. It's a bit of a rigmarole, it's a bit of a process. It's going to be a little bit stressful because this car only clears these doors by millimeters because of how wide it is. This is the journey of Project 249. This is my reintroduction into YouTube. This is a lifelong dream of mine. And let me put you down here for a second and talk about that a little bit. So we are going to get to all the cars, but my journey in terms of units has been, I have had units before, but never on my own. And I think you're a bit crooked. Are you a bit crooked? You're probably still a bit crooked, but look, hey. First shared unit was at my old teammate's house, Tomas Falvey, in his garage. This is, I think, for the season of 2015, 2016, I think. Kept my 180SX, the old 180SX that went to, I think Dave from Drift Games bought it off me and used this. Then I moved from there into a unit with my buddy Greg. That is where we did a lot of maintenance to my old 180, and I think ultimately where we began to build the 249SX as well. On top of that, it's also where we created the first ever set of clear doors for a drift car anyway. Then I moved to a shared unit with two of my best friends, Seamus from Moose Design and Diarmid from O'Connell Automotive. I was there then for a number of years until I moved in Ireland, until I moved over here to the UK. I then had a shared area with Al from Crusade, actually ironically and iconically at Rockingham, which was quite cool, but hours away from me. And then for the last couple of years, I've been sharing some space at Trackworks in Birmingham, which is not too far away from me. It's about 55 minutes each way. So every time you go there, I'm very time fixated. I'm very anally driven by schedules and logistics and so on. It's a 2-hour drive if you don't hit traffic just to get there and back, right? So I've been on the hunt for ages for a unit. I've looked locally to me. I've even looked at bigger houses that will have a big shed, so like even farms and whatnot. So I gave up on that, and then we started looking at units. And last week I went to look at 2 different units. These are only units to rent at the moment, right? Until I figure out what it is that I really want to do and what kind of space works for me and for us. So did a deal last week, and we move in on Wednesday. And I'm super excited. It does need a lot of renovation. It needs, you could also just leave it as it is, but it's a great space. It's secure, it's safe, it's dry, mostly. But it needs, I'd love to paint the walls. I'd love to put up some banners. I'd love to put up some signage from all of my different partners. And eventually, I mean, I don't think this is maybe a stretch for now, but I'd love to put a lift in there as well. The idea is not to work on every single car, as in like extensive work in this place, because I am mechanically inept. It would be great to get people to come to work on the cars at the unit. But the freedom for me is to have everything in one. I've never had all of my vehicles in one space, never. Well, certainly not in the last 5 or 6 years. And the fleet has grown extensively since then, right? So they've never been in the same place. So I want that, and also as we go into the season now, drift and show season and traveling season and everything else, I'd love to be able to go out, you know, casually on a Wednesday or a Thursday evening or day, get loaded up, get ready for the weekend, and then just be able to go to the unit, collect the truck and trailer, go to the event on a Sunday night, come back, drop off the truck and trailer, worry about unloading the next day or the day after, and just drive home and go to bed. So that's the freedom I'm looking for. So today we're gonna start by moving the 249 into the trailer, so that's ready first thing on Wednesday. And I don't have to do that then on Wednesday, right? Because obviously, you know, I have to make money, I have to work during the day. And so I've got Millie here today to help me with moving the car into the trailer. So let's try that. So here is the trailer. We've had to move 2 cars out of the driveway to even get, and this is the problem, just to get this pushed forward, we had to move 2 cars out into the driveway. DC5 is parked here next to the S15, which was in the back of the trailer for the last couple of months, and the truck is up there. And here we have the 249. Now this is a great usable space if you've got a couple of cars, but my problem is I can't just do a couple of cars, can I? So I'm going to take off the front bumper, well, it's already off, move it, we'll transport that separately, and then get this car pushed out, and then we're going to use the winch inside the trailer, hopefully, to get it inside. So let's get this set up. Okay, here goes. I've got my driver inside the car. We've got the, just have a quick look, make sure it's still there. SR sat nicely. Full DY 2.2 Tomai stroker. Cannot wait to hear this thing sing. So we're going to hook on to the factory tow bar. We are going to get a front tow bar added properly, one that sits a bit further forward. Got the winch out. Right, okay, let's try and get this thing pushed out. Oh my god, this is absolutely, I hate doing this in such a tight space. All right, okay, let's give it a go. This is so nerve-wracking. How is it for you? Is it nerve-wracking for you? Yeah, I feel you. Okay, this color looks so good. Oh my god, even with no sunshine looks great. Okay, I think we are straight. We need to come, I think we're okay for now. In a minute, we need to go that way a little bit, okay? Oh yeah, right. So we have one vehicle successfully moved into the trailer, which is great. Now we need to do a little bit of a shuffle. And we need to move trailer back, unhook truck and trailer, because otherwise we can't get this car out, because we need to swap this car with the Civic over there. Oh, I cannot wait to get rid of this scenario. Right, let's do some last jiggery pokery. Here we go. Okay, so we have need for AdBlue. So we now have the trailer back in place. We have moved the Civic out. We moved the tag out. We put the Civic back in where the tag was, the DC5. And now I am just going to reverse up. Well, let me turn that off. There we go. So we have tag ready to go back into place. We got 7 ready to go back into place. And we've got, to make sure I don't crash this thing, we've got the 15 where it should be for now, and we've got the Civic. Right, let me park up and we'll be right back with you. Right, now we go into the 7 Series. This is such a nightmare. This is why I cannot and we cannot wait. Look how close everything is to everything. Hold on, why are you still on? This is why we cannot wait to move all of this stuff. Look how close everything is to everywhere. And it's just, now it's lovely to have a big drive, but it's just so tight. And look at this thing though. So cool. Right, let's go and close this out. Yes, and just like that, this thing does need a good clean now that it's been parked here for a couple of years now. All the different suits and some spare wheels from pre-Kansai days. And one of those sets of wheels is going to go on this car, because it's what I've always wanted and what I bought the wheels for in the first place. But we now have space. I've rolled this back a small bit, which is great. Oh, fantastic. Okay, now time to have a breather. So with that, in a couple of days, we're going to now start to move the cars across in a couple of days' time. But Project 249 has begun, and I am super pleased. Short clip here from the house. House will be in future content for sure, but the main idea is to move 99% of all content and all the stuff that we do to our cars into Project 249. It's outside of the town where I live. It's a bit of a drive, but it's not too bad, and it does need a full overhaul. It was an old grain warehouse a long time ago, so it needs a big old clean and some fresh paint. But really excited for it. Thank you for watching. If you got it this far, please subscribe. I don't care if you give it a like or not, but just subscribe to the channel. Have a look at what it is that we do with our cars. A lot of track days, a lot of road trips, a lot of drifting, a lot of demos, a lot of really cool tracks, and a lot of work to lots of different cars. So in our fleet that's going to go in to the 249 shed. The Project 249 is a Jordan Civic with a very, very special engine. You'll see that. Bone stock R33 with some really cool factory options. Completely overhauled, which is going to be somewhat modified. Truck and trailer, lifted truck, you'll see that, really cool thing. DC5 Integra, which is going to get a lot of work done this year. Spec RS15, which is my road going legal com-spec drift car. The 249SX, the green car that we just moved into the trailer. We have a rather special BMW drift car as well. And we have a really cool Nissan old school. We're probably going to be doing a really big project with that car this year as well. And a Daily Driver, which is a 7 Series. Thank you for watching. See you on the next episode.